Hello everybody. So today I've got some parcels. There's more than one in there, by the way it's rattling around. This parcel's come from Huw Davies. Thanks mate. As you guys probably know, I've started making some pens, and Huw is the guy that's got me into pens. He's an amazing guy, and anybody watching this video needs to go over to his channel after this video. His link will be in the bottom in the description, and also I'll put it at the top of the screen. Go over to his channel and check him out because he is a master at pen turning, does some fabulous stuff. So I'm going to unbox this and find out what's in it. It cost him £5.55 to post this. I hope there's nothing breakable, Huw, because we're having it. We don't open the boxes gently. Right, what we got in here, Huw? Alright. Aha! Something I definitely need for my my board is stickers. Thanks mate, that'd definitely be going up on my board. Ooh, wow. This is quite interesting. Can you see in there? Oh, that one's wicked. So, we've got one here, that's resin. Corian, yeah, Corian. So this stuff, Corian, is what worktops are made out of. Our worktops are Corian worktops. You know, your kitchen worktops. That's what that is. So that will be one hell of a hard pen. That's cool. Okay, what's this one? Oak. Yeah, thank you, mate. I didn't expect all of these. Oh, this looks like oak as well. Yep. It's a nice piece of oak actually. It's got some lovely ribbon in it. Aha! Purple heart. Definitely purple heart. Yep.
That one in there is really purple.
Yeah, this one here is really purple. You know how to make purple heart purple again?
Nope.
Use blowtorch on it and get it hot. It makes it purple again. So it makes the oils come out in the wood.
Don't do
which makes
that.
it purple. So if it goes brown like it is now, you just get a blowtorch on it or a heat gun on it, really hot, and it'll go purple again. Okay, so we've got 3 pieces of purple heart. Thanks, mate. It says beech. I don't think it's light enough for beech. Maybe it is because I can't really smell it. It could be beech. We don't know. It's got question marks on it, Huw. So we'll find out when I turn it, won't we? Definitely find out what it is when I start turning it. If it is beech, the smell will be amazing. Oh, this one's cool. Look at that!
It's white.
It looks like a piece of marble. It's Corian again, I think, because that is really hard. Look at that one. It's like a stained glass window. This is amazing. I might even make a pen myself for this one.
I like that one. Yeah.
This one's cool.
Oh.
You're gonna have to. Well, I'm gonna have to watch your video because I know you've done a video on how to make these. That is really cool. And this one is my favourite by far.
Whoa.
And this is what I want to learn how to make because these are so cool. Thank you very much for all of these, and you guys need to watch the rest of this video. Back again, kind of. There's a few videos I've just deleted. I've done a load of recording and things haven't gone to plan. So, yeah. This video, as you've probably seen from a little bit of an intro, I had a present sent over, some gift from the awesome YouTube creator, and what would you call him? Pen Guru, probably. So yeah, Huw from Wouldn't It Be Nice? He's absolutely fantastic guy. He's sent me some awesome bits over. I can't get over how good they are. And I wanted to do a kind of different pen because his kind of niche and the bit he's I think well known for and he's awesome for is doing segmented pens, especially doing things like Celtic knots in segmented pens. And if you've just watched one of his videos on the dovetail pen, now that one, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. That was a really great pen. How Huw kind of does everything, being segmented and special and all that kind of stuff. I thought, well, I'd love to get into that. And being the great guy that he is, and several people have told me I need to have a go at pens, I said I'd like to make some pens. Can he help me? So here we are, talking about the collaboration together. Obviously, you know, I've already said that Huw is a brilliant guy. He's helped me out with the pen turning ideas. I was never going to make pens to start with, and then a few people had said to me that, do you know what, Dan, I can't believe you haven't had a go at making pens. They're really intricate, you can do lots of different things with them. And I was like, yeah, but it's just a pen. And I was so wrong, was I. It's not just a pen, you can do loads of stuff with them, and actually can be a lot more technical than just turning a bowl. Even though bowls can be extremely technical, they're the same each way. One's smaller, one's bigger. They can both be just as technical and just as difficult as each other. Pens do take a little bit less time until you start going segmented or really, really difficult. So my collaboration with Huw he's helped me out. He's been great, and I thought it'd be a fantastic idea for us to both do a collaboration together. It helped me out with my viewers, and hopefully, I think all my viewers are already watching. If you don't, definitely go and have a look for Huw. So we said we'll do a collaboration together because I've got some crazy old pieces of purple heart, which I call it the ancient heart, because it's over 200 years old. But Huw's also got really special pieces of purple heart that he sent me. That's the pieces. There's one of them. He sent me 2 pieces of purple heart. He actually sent me 3, but I'm going to keep one of them. Now these pieces of purple heart have got a story as well, which it seems like all older pieces of wood do. His one actually has managed to stay purple because it wasn't a floodgate defence, so the water wasn't blasting all the oils out. So his ones have stayed purple, which is really, really nice. But these were part of Cardiff Bay. So there were a handrail in Cardiff Bay. We're not quite sure where in Cardiff Bay or what part of the handrail, where the handrail was. But Huw managed to acquire, don't know quite how, but acquire some handrail from Cardiff Bay. And he's sent me some photos, which I'll put up on now, so you can see them on screen. Yeah, these little bits came from a handrail. It's amazing where you can get pen blanks from. That's one thing I really do like about them, really recycling. These are going to be a giveaway. So I'm going to make 2 pens. Huw is going to make 2 pens. Then we're going to send 1 pen of each to each other. So he's got one of his and one of mine. I've got one of mine and one of his. And then we're going to give them away. It wasn't me. Then we're going to give them away later in a video. So keep your eyes out. Make sure you watch both these videos like hawks. You might need to. Right, back to how I'm going to do an insert, because I'm not quite sure. But we'll find out. Right, so it's time to make the insert or cut the inserts. I'm going to be using this material. We'll use work a lot to make clothing side guards. So side guards on wheelchairs are made of this stuff. It's Alicore. So it's aluminium on both sides, painted. This stuff is, and then in the centre, if you can probably see there, maybe I'll bring you up close. Maybe you can see that. I don't know whether it'll focus or not. Is plastic. So this would just normally be thrown in the bin. It can't even go into aluminium scrap because it's got plastic in the middle of it. So I thought, well, there's enough material there for me to make plenty of pen pieces out of, and I thought this would go quite nicely to make the Celtic crosses. I hope. I don't know what it's going to come out like yet, but we'll find out, won't we? So, yep, let's go for it. Might be noisy. This bit I will speed up, so don't bore you. So what I'm going to do now is use a bit of 320 grit sandpaper. So what I'm thinking is the 2 that I haven't done. This side of the inlays is gloss. So this side's very, very, very shiny gloss, but this side is matte. And that's so you can decide which side you would like facing outwards on the wheelchair. But I think the gloss stuff is not going to key very well with the super glue. So what I'm going to do, and plus I've got these little tags on the side, so I thought I'd just put it on top of there, wet and dry. Or sandpaper, just go up and down with it a couple of times. There we go. And then that's scratched up like a bugger. And so is that. Don't need to worry about anything else. And that'll be it. So I'll just go over all them now and just do that. There we go. There's the last one done. That didn't take long, did it? Ha! Not for you guys anyway. And the piece of sandpaper is perfectly good. Just put back in the drawer and use it again. Brilliant. In the bits drawer. Cool. What I'm going to do is give these a wipe down with perhaps maybe a damp microfiber because of the dust on them. And then they're ready to be stuck into pens. Right, what pen kits we're going to be using this time? Now I've spent my whole video talking about this quick thing I've made. We're going to be using Taylor Murfield, Keltoy and Zeta. So we're actually using the Keltoy kit this time. I was going to use the Athena kit. I love all the stuff by Taylor Murfield, by the way. Not that you can tell. I was going to use the Keltoy kit, the Athena kit, because you actually get more material out of the pen. So you get more wood or resin or whichever one you want to use. But I actually think this one is going to suit what I'm doing a lot better, because the Keltoy kit has, if I can get into it, so the Keltoy kit has the barrel. We'll go over that in a minute. And if I can get the nib out at the end of the pen. Come on, you bugger. Right, so the Keltoy kit actually has, if you guys can see that there, I mean you might not be able to because of the glare of the sun and stuff, but you'll see at the end in the pictures, it actually has Celtic knots running around the frame of the pen. And I think Celtic knots running around the frame of the pen and actually in the wood of the pen is going to look really cool. So my plan's changed a little bit. Sorry Huw, if you were anticipating me making a certain type of kit. Unfortunately, I changed my mind, as usual. But no, I think it's going to work much better. You still get that much in material, so you still get quite a material of pen, but it's a smaller pen. So what's the important parts? Well, first of all is deciding, one, how far into the pen we want to be cutting, and two, how far up that blade wants to be, because we do not want to cut all the way through the blank. Otherwise we end up with problems of gluing up and fixing and all that sort of stuff. So first of all, let's set the depth. You make sure the power's off when you do this, by the way. Make sure you've got that emergency button pressed in so you can't accidentally turn it on, because you're going to be losing some fingers. So, right, so now we've set the depth for this block. We won't do anything with that, we'll chuck that away for a minute. We're going to get, so we will now need to know how long a pen blank's going to be. So that is a Keltoy or Zeta barrel. All we need to do is put that down on the bench and go, okay, we need to be a little bit longer than it both sides, so first squaring up the blank. So that there is plenty long enough. And I put that up to the stops and make sure they're nice and tight. I hold it on the stops like that. If I push that into there, look at that, we're not going right on the very edge of it, we're going pretty good. And all I have to do is keep my fingers pressed down and cut through. But the big thing you need to remember is, this one is number 4. That one is number 1. Or you can name it 1, 2, 3, 4. But you need to remember to mark them, otherwise you're going to cut the same one twice. They're all marked up. Now what we'll do is start on number 1 and work our way around. Number 1 started. I'll put my glasses on so I don't get shot in the face by anything. And I'm going to make a lot of noise. Extractor going on now. And saw. that we've cleaned up and everything, and they fit in there absolutely perfect, look. And then that just gets super glued in. I can get away with doing this. I'll do it on top of the aluminium because that thing's changing anyway. I want a zero clearance one. So give it a blow, make sure there's no nothing in there. I'm going to put a little bit on the edge there because I know that's where it's going to slide in, so that'll press down, that'll push a little bit in with it. And then I'm going to put some on it. Without getting it all over my fingers. Like that, look. Now what I'm going to attempt to do is just give it a wiggle and get it all the way down into there, and then I'm going to push it. Oh, I don't know which way I'm going to push it. I'm going to push it that way. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it there. So I'll cut all three sides off. So there we go. That's fitted there. I'm quite happy with that. Let's grab the activator. A little bit of a spray to set it off. So what we need to do now is just zip down the edges. So cut this off, and that top off with the bandsaw, and then carry on around with the numbers. So there we go, we've got finished. Now we're going to go zip round them all, and all I'll do is just show you one more cut and you'll see how that goes through, and then I'll take you to the end. So the great thing is, because we have my awesome new little stop block set up, there's actually a bit of a gap there that's got to have super glue in it. Maybe you are a bit too big a girth on that blade. Well, we'll see. So yeah, because I've got my awesome stop block set up, that's never going to change. So we'll go for number 2 now, because we've done number 1. We turn it 45 degrees for number 2. Okay. Turn it off. And you get left with that. Right. We'll glue the next bit in. I'm going to cut it off on the bandsaw. Right. So it's the next morning, because I finished a little bit late last night. Obviously I wasn't all day doing these. Here they are, all done. I'm quite happy with them. I love the machine, I'm really happy with the machine. However, I am a little bit annoyed with them as well, because you can see they're not straight. Not straight at all, some of them. Not perfectly straight anyway. The cross cuts seem to be pretty good, but the square side of it isn't quite so good. And then I was working out why that is, because I know this table is perfectly flat. I know it's perfectly flat. However, this plate isn't perfectly flat. And you can probably see there, the plate flexes up and down. So when I'm using this bit as the flat part of the plate, pushing through the top to cut with the saw, and obviously with my stops and everything, it's pushing through, and then I'll go over this bit and you can see the scratch marks on it where I'm pressing down, because I'm obviously a bit, not worried, but wary of the blade. So I'm pressing down on here quite hard so the blade can't kick back. Yeah, so these are the 2 purple heart ones that I've made. I managed to make up. I'm quite happy that they look a lot better on this piece than they do on the beach that I use as a test piece, but that's why I make test pieces, because you learn a little bit. So yeah, I'm relatively happy that I can do this and make them look good. So these are going to go over to the lathe now, and I'll join you over there. Sorry to interrupt the wood turning video. I'm going to bring something else to you guys that I do. You probably already know, because you've seen the first paralysed scuba diver in a Shark Tank video. I'm a scuba diver, and I'm going to take on a new world record. So I'm going to dive. Well, the world record title is the fastest 5-kilometre freshwater scuba dive swim, arms only. Yep. Can't use the legs. Obviously, I'm paralysed from the waist down. Can't use any core or legs. So it'll be just swimming with these only. And it's hard. It's not easy. But we're going to take it on, and I'm going to do it probably taking about 6 hours to do it, where we're not surfacing. So we'll be underwater the whole time, between 6 and 8 meters down. And we'll be changing cylinders underwater. And I'm doing this challenge as a challenge to myself, a challenge to raise awareness for disability diving, because there's loads of us out there, and just to show that you can do it, everybody can do it. We're also doing it for charity, so I'm raising money for 3 amazing organisations. So the Scuba Trust is one. They've been helping divers, paralysed and disabled divers, for 21 years to get into diving into the water and go on holiday. I'm also doing it for a really, really close charity to me personally, and that is Magpass Air Ambulance. They are the orange air ambulance that you see up in the sky, and those guys scraped me up off the road nearly 8 years ago now. Yeah, without those guys, I wouldn't be doing the woodturning, I wouldn't be doing the diving, I wouldn't be doing any of it. So thank you very much to them, and all the help is, definitely worth it for them. The other people that I'm raising money for is Stony Cove, the place where I'm actually doing the event. I'm raising money for them to get better disabled facilities for everybody, for not just for me, not just for wheelchairs, but for everybody, because it's not great at the moment. I know this is going out to around the world and America and everybody, with obviously my YouTube channel. I have got my Just Giving page. You'll see it posted on this screen now, and you'll see the pictures from what I'm doing. I'm going to be putting more information and more videos of the diving and of the event on here, because it's really important. So the reason why I haven't been on every single week is because of this event and because of the other stuff that I do with work and all that kind of thing. So I do apologise about that. Please stay with me, and please stay subscribed, and thank you all. Please share this out everywhere. I know, like I just said, that it's going around the world and it doesn't affect the American audience quite as much, or around the world as much as it does the UK people, but all the money from anywhere around the world is going to raise money for really, really important services and for disability diving, and that does involve the world. So, and it's a world record, so it's pretty special for me, and hopefully for you guys to join in, and hopefully you stay with me, not just for the wood turning, but for the diving as well. Thanks all, and we'll carry on with the wood turning video now. Good. All right, so yeah, we've got the beach one, we've got the 2 purple heart ones, and we'll see what comes out of them. Never made a Celtic cross before, Celtic knot before, so I'm really interested to see what happens. I want to just drill them out now, so we've got to drill them out with a 9mm drill bit for the Keltoy kits, and also I need to show you something else that I've got. Ta-da! Maker Central. Yep, I'll be there. I'm going. You'll see me wheeling around causing havoc. So everybody else, get yourself there. Huw will be there as well, and we're all going to have a good meet-up. We actually face-to-face meet-up, which would be amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. And hopefully, if any of you guys that are watching this video is coming as well, please let me know. Give me a comment in there, or even get in contact with me. You know my contact details. They're on they're on my page. So get in contact with me, and I'll see you there. So that'll be great. We're going to do the beach one first, because the beach one is our test piece. So I'm just going to do the beach one every time first, just because I can, and I'm going to test it. You never know, I might give the beach one away as well at some point. I'll be drilling this out at 300 RPM. Right, that's cool. Ooh, that definitely didn't come out in the middle, did it? That wandered off. I think we might get a centre drill bit for this. Ah, yeah, that's come through a lot better. It's much more in the middle, that is. Cool. Right, I'll do the next one off camera because there's no point in you guys watching it 3 times. Go and have a cup of tea. Right, so we've got the barrel trimmer on now. Let's trim the back edge of it because this one went slightly out of centre round. It's not that good to trim this one. So the barrel trimmer goes into the blank or into the barrel itself, like that, and then the trimmer, exactly what it says. It trims it down to the barrel. So it trims the wood down to the barrel. That's what we're going to do now. So we keep going until we see it just hit the edge of that brass. There we go. I just saw a tiny bit of brass. So pull it back to there. And there's a little bit of brass just there. Look. Put your bushes in first, then the blank goes on because it centres in there. See that? And that spacer just goes on because I like to use a spacer so that it creates more gap between here and here, so I can get my big blooming tool rest in. Which is the same reason why I'll wind this out all the way to number 7 probably. Right, get myself ready. Oh God, I'm knocking everything over there. A big old tool rest in. Look at that, look. It's 7.5, it fits a treat. Up to 2,500. There we go. My 3/8 bowl gouge. One of my favourite go-to gouges. Right, let's see what that looks like. Because I have no idea what it's going to look like. I've never done it. Ooh. Okay. That's quite cool. Well, that's really cool. I'm going to get that sanded up. Sanding will be from, I can take my hood off now. So sanding on these goes from, with it being that with it being that smooth actually. I'll start at 180. So sanding will start from 180 and work its way for these probably up to 800, maybe 1,000, but I don't really need to because I'm going to do a different type of finish on these. I'm not going to finish them with microcrystalline wax. I'm going to actually finish them with super glue finish. Starting at 180. So in between every coat, you have to go along the grain as well. Take all those side-to-side scratches out. 800. This is the Celtic knot all done, and we're going to finish this one with super glue. So it will be 4 coats of this really thin super glue, and then there will be 4 coats of the thicker super glue. It's not perfect, it's not 100% right, there's a few little bits and bobs in there, but actually I kind of like how it goes big, small, big, small. So yeah, all right, let's get this sealed up. There we go, that's all it takes for the first coat. And what I'm going to do is 4 coats of that thin, 4 coats of it thick, and I'm going to bring you back because it's the same thing. Just right, whilst the super glue's drying on that one, it's actually probably dry already. I thought actually I could get these ones, both these purple hearts turned, and these are the ones for the giveaway. So I'll turn them now, and yeah, it'll be on a fast montage, this one. Now we're going to make you purple again. I'm going to do something really, really dodgy or really clever. So let's turn it on. I'm going to leave it at 1,000 RPM as well. I think that might be the safest option. Just get that out of the way because that's plastic. Right. Yep. Map gas. Bad or good idea, not sure. I actually don't go any more than that. And I'm going to turn the extractor on to try and get the heat away. Right, so the super glue is now dried up and set on this one. This is probably my favourite one actually out of the 3. I think it looks quite cool. Still managed to get the purple burn in both sides. So these are wet sanding, so they're going to get chucked in the tub of water now, and then obviously we start from 1,500, work your way up to 12,000. Okay, let's go for it. There we have it. This is the Keltoy and the Zeta. So we open this back up and we chuck all the bits out on here. Right, so obviously we know this is the nib. Look at that lovely Celtic knotting on there, which will go really well with the Celtic knot on my pen. That's the tail cap that just pushes on. That's the mechanism for the twisting. That's the pin clip that presses onto the blank. That screws into there, but what we need to do is press that on first, because we don't want to bugger up the threads, and we need to press that on first as well. So deciding which way around this goes, I think it should be that way around. Get that lined up nice and straight. Get that in the middle. Give it a bit of a press, like so. Yeah, that'll look cool. And I'm going to have to pull that cap on there. There we go. Very carefully press this in, like so. Oh, fits nicely in there. Then what we're going to do is drop the spring in. Oh, that's not going into this, but there we go. That's going into the spring. That was a bit worrying, wasn't it? We drop that onto there. There we go. Got the press fits on. And then you can turn it like that. That's one Celtic knot pen. So I'm quite happy with that actually. I think it looks really cool. This one's pretty cool, so let's put it there. And the really important one, so I'm going to put him, well, I don't know where, right here I think. Go a little bit over the edge of makers. Oh, not over Louis. That'll do, just there. And they're really important ones. Right, so as you've seen, that's another project done. This one and this one, both these pens, are giveaway pens for you guys, subscribers. One of them's going to be sent to Huw, and one of them's going to be kept here. And I'm going to receive one from Huw, so I can send one of mine and one of Huw's away, and he can send one of his and one of mine away. Now, how do we pick the lucky winners? Or unlucky winners if you get one of my pens? No, I'm joking. How do you pick the lucky winners? Well, we're going to use the random name generator on YouTube, which Huw's going to work all that bit out because I don't know how to do that yet. And there's going to be 2 secret words. There's a secret word in my video, which you need to be looking really carefully to find that. And there's also going to be a secret word in Huw's video. So you need to comment in both of our pages, both of our comment sections, the 2 words. They have to be together. The 2 words have to be together for you to stand a chance to win our pens. Now, his channel and my channel both got them, so we need you to watch both videos very carefully. I'm not giving you any clues as to what they are. Next part, Maker Central. I'm going, Huw's going, he'll be there on Sunday, I'll be there both days. I've taken me a lovely wife who's behind that camera videoing. I'm taking her with me as well. and we're going to have a great time. I'm going to take some cards, take some stickers, give them out, and I might just randomly stick it on someone's back as I'm wheeling around. So you might go home with a Wheelsdan sticker on your back at some point. Come to Makers Central. Can't wait to see you and all the other YouTube creators out there, especially you guys I spoke to you but never met you. Would be fantastic. Huge stickers up here. As you know, I've said it several times through the video. Please go and check him out. You have to go and check him out if you want to win one of these pens anyway. But if you haven't subscribed to him, please definitely subscribe to him. If you haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe to me and definitely leave a comment. And if you've got any suggestions for the channel, you'd like to see me make something, if you'd like me to make you something, then if you comment on it, I will get back to you. And I'll read all of my comments, and I always reply to them all as well. So all I need to say is thank you very much. Now go and check out Huw's channel if you haven't already. Bye.